We got leg day coming up. Got leg and abs. Gonna be hitting some squats. Gonna be going to the fire station gym. So this is basically, I'm wearing exactly the same as I did in my first ever video. And I'm going to train exactly the same thing as I did in my first ever video. And it's in exactly the same place. So, reminiscing them times back a couple of months ago. It was my birthday. Oh. Okay, so we're going to be doing some squats, getting big compound movements out of the way fairly early on in the workout. So I'm kind of looking at doing squats supersetted with step ups. Then I got it written down, of course I do. Then some dumbbell squats, then an ab circuit, and then after the ab circuit we're looking at doing like a 5x5 with the squats, and then I'm also going to superset the 5x5 with lunges, because you guys know that I'm really bad at sticking to a 5x5 because the reps are so low, the rest rate is so high, and I just get bored. So not a big fan of doing strength training, to be honest, but I really need to improve my squat strength. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so for some reason none of the cardio machines are working. The electrics just isn't working through them, so don't know what that's doing. But we're gonna have to warm up just by doing some bar squats and what's it called? Some movements for the leg to warm it up, so stretches, sort of kind of thing. Right guys, hello and welcome to this legs and abs workout. We've got some little stretches going on now and some bar squats just to really warm up the joints, get blood flow around the legs, and make sure that cartilage and everything is limbered up and not going to be snapping any shit on this. So bar squats, really nice way to warm up the knees, glutes, hamstrings, quads, even a little bit of calves, so really good to put in there. These I'm doing extensions, really good to warm up the quads. The first movements you saw were good to warm up the abductors and inner and outer thigh. Check out that big fat ass. Wouldn't you love a big fat girl with that? You know what I'm saying. We did squats for 10 to 12 reps. Then we moved on to these dumbbell step ups. I believe I've got two 16 kilogram dumbbells. You can use a barbell if you prefer. And just going up and down, really good for your quads. And then we've got goblet squats, which are good for your quads, and Cedric Diggory knows what's going on. We've got leg raises. This is the start of the ab circuit, so I did all of these exercises 4 times. Leg raises, good for your overall abs, works everything from lower to upper. Anyone who thinks that you can't work your lower abs just isn't really training their abs properly. Abs is all about feeling the movement, getting that mind-muscle connection going, and really connecting with your abs. You gotta make sure each movement counts. And little tip as well: when you come up on every exercise, or when you're at the fullest contraction of the abs, blow out. Simple as that. Just make sure you're giving a breath out, and you're going to get that just a little bit smaller contraction, which is going to bring everything else a little bit tighter, and everything a little bit closer together. So blow out when you get to the top of your movement. Knee raises then. Really nice way of just finishing off a superset. So each one of these exercises was done in a superset style. So I went straight from leg raises to decline sit-ups, then straight into knee raises, and then after the knee raises I went into plank. Now the plank I did for 45 seconds, then 1 minute, then 1 minute 15 seconds, and then 1 minute 30 seconds. I just did 1 minute because it's a lot easier to write down and fit in that space. And then we moved on to the second set of squats, which is just progressing the weight up. I've got my knee straps on there, just simply because I have a lot of problems with my knees. I don't really let it hinder me in any way. It's just when I'm walking upstairs and when I'm squatting, I find it can be a little bit painful, and I'm always slightly put off by the grinding noise which comes from my knees, so I don't want to be damaging my knees, and when there's a grinding noise coming from it, I do get a little bit worried. So I put my knee straps on just for a little bit of extra protection. You do get a little bit more slingshot action through those straps, but what we're trying to focus on here is the movement from the squats. So if you get to the bottom and you're just bouncing back up, these are the yeah, you get the idea from that. If you get to the bottom of the position and you're just bouncing back up, you're not really putting that much strain on your legs, so it's nice to have a little bit pause, and instead of getting that slingshot bounce at the bottom. So this is the second set of leg raises, just a little different angle, so you can see that I'm bringing my hip off the pad, and then we've increased the weight on the decline sit-ups. So this is a 20 kilogram plate. In the first set it was a 15 kilogram plate. So I stayed at 20 kilograms for the rest of the sets. 20 kilograms is my my comfortable 15 to 20 rep range on decline sit-ups. I don't go straight into them because I like to be able to work my way up to it. This is a plank and a slight variation. You can put one leg up to make it a little bit harder and then swap over the other leg. So plank, if you're getting a bit bored of it, mix it up with one leg up, and then the other leg, or you can do one leg and one arm. If you can do that, show me a video, I'd be very impressed. Okay, so now, don't worry, that was my text, not yours. This is the heavy sets of, and look at that ass. I mean, wouldn't you, if a girl came up to you with that ass, that got a little bit weird. Okay, so these are the dumbbell lunges, and we've slightly moved on to the 5x5, but I put in the lunges because, yeah, you know why. I'm not very good at keeping the low intensity, so I like to speed things up and get the most bang for my buck. So whilst I'm in the gym, I like to be constantly doing something, and although I'm not really going, I'm looking back on this footage, and when I was editing it, I was like, I thought I was going lower than that. So yeah, next time I'm gonna make sure that I'm going lower on my squats, but yeah, I do the lunges in between just so that I've got that little bit of extra time for my 5x5 to really kick in. You are working your legs, but you're working your legs slightly differently, so you are giving them a little bit of recovery in between. So that was my justification. And lunges are a really great way for working that butt. So I always find after I've done lunges, my glutes get so tight, and the next day is very sore on the glutes. So try that out.
Don't go low enough, do it.
Still got the knee wraps on, and this, I believe, is the is the second to last set. So I was at, this is a 80, this is 120 kilograms, including the bar. So no, nothing like crazy heavyweight, but this is working way up for me. And then on the last set, I dropped it back down to 100 kilograms and went for, I think I got 7 reps. But if you guys want stick to the 5x5, but I just can't do it. I get too bored.
Screw 5x5.